Mama, she is doing drag today. Look. Anyways. Hey you guys, it's me, DeJa Skye from RuPaul's Drag Race Season 14, and welcome back to my channel. This is the video you have all been waiting for, not really. But this is a video on my channel. We are gonna do a 2025 Q&A. So I posted on my story on Instagram, my ex, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, and on YouTube, and I asked you guys to ask me any questions that you would love to know. Keep it cute, keep it, respectful. Now, I will say I have not looked at any of these questions. I skimmed a little bit when they were first starting, and some of y'all are messy. That's okay. That's why I love you. Because I'm not messy, but maybe I will be in this live. Maybe I will be in this video. But, as always, you guys, please do not forget. Hey, Magarena. Like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into this Q&A, honey. Let's get into it. So the first question is best and worst experiences after Drag Race. I would say my best experience definitely was my first drag con, or actually my first two drag cons. I love meeting the fans, you guys. I really do love meeting you guys. I always say this, I am never one to shoot down a picture, a hello. I am not that queen. Baby, come say hi. I signed up to be noticed, baby. But DragCon LA and UK were just so much fun. The love was undeniable, you guys. You guys just showed out so much. Season 14, in my opinion, is like such a good season, and I love my cast. The worst experience, honestly, what's the worst experience? For me, the worst experience was a couple of times my flight got delayed like 4 to 5 times and then canceled. That was crazy because I had to cancel a booking. So that to me is like the worst experience because I love doing gigs. I love going out there. I love meeting you guys. I love doing the damn thing. So I think that was my worst experience. I also had some really bad trade after Drag Race, but we're not going to get into that one. If you want to get into that one, check out my OnlyFans. I'm just kidding. Love questions like this because it's actually getting to know me. The question is, when did you start or learn how to do cheer? So fun fact. This is how I learned how to dance and do cheer. I watched religiously Bring It On the movie. On cassette, video cassette, yes, video cassette, and I would just learn the routines, and I found out that I had a natural knack for it. I started doing cheer my freshman year of high school, and then I did cheer for 2 years, and then I did dance for 2 years, and then right out of high school, I actually coached. So fun fact about my cheer career is I actually started doing choreography my sophomore year in high school. I was pretty much like the choreographer slash coach for our team, and I was the only sophomore on varsity.
These are not spirit fingers. These are spirit fingers.
But yeah, it was great. And so I started doing choreography my sophomore year, and then all throughout, I actually stopped. Once I got on Drag Race, I knew like I want to dedicate everything to drag. So I actually stopped doing cheer. But I do miss it. I miss it so much. Like if drag doesn't work out for me, I would absolutely go back to cheer and dance. Ooh. Love this question. What do you think is more important in a lip sync? The moves or the emotion? I think in general you should encompass all of those things because emotion doesn't just mean sadness. It doesn't just mean somber. It doesn't just mean that kind of thing. Emotion means everything. I feel like if you are emotionally invested in a number, it's going to show. It's also going to show when you could give a fuck about the number, like a fuck less about the number. I think it's all of it. I really cannot stand when a queen just thinks, let me just do 50,000 moves because I'm a drag queen and this will drag. No. I love a queen that can refrain and do the most when the time is needed. That's what I respect in a performer. And that's how you know that performer is well-versed in the art of performance. I think when you first start out, you're still trying to find your legs, your sea legs, your drag legs. And I would just say, know the song inside out. Bring that emotion, whatever it is, and it's going to become so authentic, and you're going to be so captivating on stage. So what are your thoughts on the equity in the drag community, i.e. queens, AFAB queens? There is room for everyone. The problem that arises, and this is coming from a gay man, I am a man, I'm not a they, them, I am a man, I'm a gay male. What happens is shows like RuPaul's Drag Race that will just perpetuate gay men in drag. Obviously, they've gotten a little more loose. Obviously, there are trans representation now, thanks to season 14. You're welcome. For the masses, they just think a drag queen is a male that dresses up as female. So for some reason, they don't equate there's room for everyone. There are even male dancers that do drag. There's drag kings, AFAB queen. There's so many different facets to drag. And I wish that people would just take it for what it is. Drag is an expression. It is a self-expression. And we portray that to you guys, okay? The judgment needs to go away. And I think that once you get out of the realm of just RuPaul's Drag Race, you will enjoy the art so much more. What is your favorite dad joke? Love this one. This is probably really dumb, but I love it. How do you get a blonde on the roof? Tell her the drinks are on the house. What is your favorite film, genre, or do you have a favorite movie? My all-time favorite movie is The Wizard of Oz.
There's no place like home.
It is just so beautiful. I can rewatch it 50,000 bazillion freaking times, just like how I can watch How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I am one of those people, I don't watch those movies just on Christmas, baby. That's an all year round. My favorite genre, I love animation. I'm sorry, I'm a kid at heart. I love animation. I love anything fantasy. I love horror, but not gore. Oh, I can't get into gore. Did I steal something from the set of RuPaul's Drag Race? I did. I stole all of my Snatch Game cards from RuPaul's Drag Race. I stole a pair of red pumps that they got us for the 60s girl group. I wish I would have stolen a little sliver of the workroom. That would have been so sickening. Oh, I also sold my 60s beehive wig. What are you proud of overall in your drag evolution? I feel like I have become a better person and a better coworker. When I came to Vegas, I didn't understand sometimes how I came across, okay? Because perception is reality, and sometimes it rubs people the wrong way, you know, and I am never one to not apologize, own up to my stuff, or tell you how to feel, okay? So I think living here has really kind of opened my mind. Working with the same queens all the time, it really has made me love, appreciate, and understand more about them and about myself. So for me, my proudest thing is the fact that I have literally grown as a person, and you should always be looking for growth. Always. You're never too old to learn. You can teach an old dog new tricks. And I always want to better myself. So that's what I'm proud of. How did I lose my weight? Any tips or tricks? So I've actually gained a little bit of weight back since my surgery. I got surgery, you guys. So I got liposuction and a tummy tuck. I just did it the bad way. I don't regret it anymore. I did regret it once I got it because I had so many complications, you guys. I had so many complications. I was out of commission for like months, like 4 months. But I don't regret it. I love my results. I just don't know if I could ever go under the knife again. That was very scary for me. I've gained weight, and that's just me being really bad at eating. As far as tips, I would definitely say like portion control and knowing your calorie intake. Obviously, we are gonna splurge here and there, but I was eating fast food like twice a day and like not even looking at how many calories it was. I'm not a huge dieter. I can't do restricted diets. I just can't do it. What is something in drag history that everyone should know? So people kind of get this confused a little bit, but the first person to throw a brick at Stonewall was a trans woman that happened to do drag. People don't ever get that right. They just say drag queen. It was a trans woman, Marsha P. Johnson, that threw the first brick. Okay, so people always just think it's just a drag queen. We want to give our trans sisters that have paved the way for us for years, we want to give them their flowers. So that's something that I think a lot of people should definitely understand. And also, no one died at Stonewall. Someone says, what do you think of Sailor Moon Cosmos? Okay, first and foremost, Sailor Moon is my all-time favorite anime. I am just like Plastic Tiara. Sailor Moon is life. It is everything. My favorite sailor is, or my favorite inner planet, ooh, we're gonna go there. My favorite inner planet is Jupiter, team green and pink. And my favorite outer planet is Sailor Pluto. So which one of your runways would you redo? I would absolutely do my hard-on runway. Some people liked it. I was in the top for that episode, so do not discredit mama. But I would definitely do like a more superhero-esque look, or even something like Lexi Love from season 17, her entrance look. I should have done something like that because it was like red and white with mama. It was a Sailor Moon reference, but like I just look like a nurse. I don't know. This one is kind of long, so let me kind of read it. You are a great performer, and I'd like to know how you figure out what kind of numbers are right for the audience, and do you have some ways to connect with your audience while you're doing the performance. I have always been a top 40 queen. I'm not one to do like an obscure crazy reference. I love to see a crowd react. I really do. And I was raised in Y2K, that kind of era, you know, that kind of like Britney Spears, Missy Elliott, that kind of stuff. For the most part, my song choices, the crowd usually loves. I will say I do always ask whenever I go to like, say a university or something, I always ask them, what genre do they like? Or do they like new or do they like throwback? Just so I can really connect with the audience. Something that a lot of people don't do also too, make eye contact with people. I know it's so easy to just look up in the spotlight. Give yourself that moment in the spotlight, but make eye contact with people. Give people a little moment. At Drag Brunch, I love giving someone a little moment of like, caressing them or like shaking it on them. It makes them feel so special because at the end of the day, yes, the drag show is about you, but also patrons want to feel involved and they want to feel special. That's why also a host is very important. Oh, I love this. If I could share a booth at anyone at DragCon, who would it be? Absolutely DeJa, Betty, baby double D. We would get it, baby. I'm sorry, I love her. One of my favorite people on this earth, the sweetest angel of life. But we could absolutely do a double D. Actually, I might text her and ask her. Did you have another character for Snatch Game? Yes, the two that I had were Abby Lee Miller and then Fergie. And I'm glad I picked Little John, let's just say that. If you could do a versus the world, what country would you pick? I would absolutely do Canada. I have heard nothing but positive things about the production and how they treated the girls. I would absolutely do Canada versus the world. I think it would be so sickening. If you were forced to lip sync to one artist or band for the rest of your life, who would it be? Missy Elliott, hands down.
Come on, is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it.
I could lip sync to Missy Elliott for the rest of my life. She's an icon. Any Missy Elliott song, I could, girl, she's lose control, work it. Someone asked, which steps are essential to your mug? Have to have a lash on, have to have blush on, and I have to have some sort of shimmer somewhere, whether that be eye or face. Those are the essential steps that I cannot skip. I will look crazy and I won't feel like myself. I will literally feel like some other busted queen. Which international girl would you love to paint you? I would love Envy Peru, Beat My Mug Down, or Crystal Versace. Now that you've achieved worldwide success, what would you tell baby DeJa? I feel like I would tell her to like calm down a little bit and not take everything so seriously. I think that in life, I'm a firm believer of this, every single step you take gets you to where you are. So I don't know if I would have been on RuPaul's Drag Race if I didn't make the mistakes that I made in the past. You know what I mean? But I would say, like, for baby DeJa, I really did listen to what people said for way too long. And I really did kind of like mold. And so now that I'm older, I would just tell her, like, girl, do it for you. And that's the advice that I give all baby queens. Whenever they ask me, like, do you have any advice for starting drag? Do it for you. Take people's advice with a grain of salt because most of the time they're not looking out for you or they want you to mold you into what they see for you. And you should be your own artist. Will you be doing an updated mug tutorial? Absolutely. Be on the lookout, baby. What was your favorite part of filming RuPaul's Drag Race? Honestly, meeting RuPaul was amazing and hearing right from his voice right off the bat that I wanted you here. Once I saw your tape, and it was confirmed by someone else behind the scenes that, yeah, you were supposed to be here and they wanted you here. That to me was amazing. That was one of the best moments of filming. I think also too, getting to know the girls was very, very important to me. I'm a people person. I am one of those friends for life. I may not talk to you all the time, but if I made a connection with you, I want that connection to stay and I want it to be there. So who has inspired your performance style? Are there any performers that you're obsessed with? I think that most performers find their own style. I know a lot of people, especially this younger generation, they just want to do what the new queens do. They want to do 4 splits, 50 dips. They want to do a 1, 2, 3, 4. They want to be like Georges. They want to be like Anitra. I would say as a drag artist, find your niche, find your way of doing things, find your way of hair, makeup, style, performance. Have it unique because uniqueness is going to be the thing to take you to the next level. As far as my favorite performance of all time, Eva Destruction, one of my all-time favorite performers, Sasha Colby, one of my all-time favorite performers, and Miss Anitra. Those are the 3 that I'm just like obsessed with. And I was obsessed with them prior to Drag Race, you guys. A drag trend that I wish would go away. For me, I am a blush girl. I love blush. I hate the unblended, just puff of blush. And it's always bright pink. I love pink. I love a pink blush. I just hate the unblended blush look. I understand if you are doing like a, you know, a severe something blush, but I feel like most people are like, oh, I saw this queen do it. Pfft. Ooh, do I have a favorite Dragula contestant? I have 3. Vanderpump Odd, love you, sister. Melissa B. Fierce, love you, sister. And, 4! Meatball and Bitch Pudding. Those are my 4 favorite Dragula contestants. If you could go on any reality TV show besides Drag Race, what would it be? I would love to do Dancing with the Stars. Or The Masked Singer, because I already have a mask on. Longest you've taken on a mug. Okay, back in the day, I would do a lot of like eclectic mugs, but I remember I did Nightcrawler and I mixed the movie Nightcrawler with the X-Men cartoon Nightcrawler. So I had the look of the cartoon Nightcrawler. Basically what I did was I took latex and I basically made like the designs underneath my skin. So I would have to let every layer dry and add all over my face to give me that like 3D effect. That took so long. That took hours. I loved how it looked. How many times did I audition for Drag Race and was it the right time? I auditioned 3 times and absolutely the 3rd time was the best time. For me, 3 has always been my favorite number, so it was inevitable. That's the universe, baby. Put that into the clock it, clock in and clock out. I feel like I was at the right age, I was at the right maturity, I was at the right ability level. I mean, at 31, I pretty much knew what I wanted to portray to the world. And I think that if I was like a lot younger, 21, 22, I just don't think I would have been in the right mindset to really show the world who I was. Mama, perfect timing. And I would never want to be on any other season of Drag Race. 14 was the one for me. I'm so happy to be part of the cast. So what is in store for me in 2025? I would love to be on this new Work the World. Work the World was so much fun. I've been on it twice and I would love to be on it again. So much fun. And I definitely think I'm trying to live in the now, you guys. I'm trying to live in the present, but I hope to just continue to progress as an artist, get out media, get out content, and just give y'all what you need and what you're looking for. So this is the last question we're gonna do, and this is kind of a long one. Why do you think you're so often booked? Besides your amazing talent, that googly eye number, do you think your professionalism has helped you get to so many gigs as you have? I don't think I'm abundantly booked. I have gotten the opportunity and I'm so lucky that I have Las Vegas as a home base. I do Drag Race Live as a swing, and then I am part of Voss Events Drag Brunch. I think that I got lucky with the opportunities because I can have a home base and I don't have to worry about when is my next check. I don't think that I'm crazy booked out there. I am absolutely professional. I'm amazing and I'm great at what I do. It's just there is an oversaturation of drag and everyone's struggling. Local queens are struggling, Drag Race, everyone is struggling, but I'm just very lucky that I have Vegas as a home base. Hopefully in the future, I will be booked, fingers crossed. And also, you guys, if you ever want me to come to your city, your club, reach out to the promoters. Let them know that you want to see DeJa Skye. I am not one to ever turn down a gig as long as the money and everything is correct. But baby, if you want me in your town, let me know. Well, you guys, that was my 2025 Q&A. I hope you learned a little something about me, about my journey and everything. I love you guys. Thank you for the questions. Everyone that submitted a question, I adore you. I could not get to all the questions. There were a lot, but I love you and adore you. As always, you guys, comment below. Are there any ideas for the channel? Are you loving the content? And I will see you in my next video. Okay? Bye.